Hello everyone, welcome. For a lot of you, this will be the first video you click on for my channel due to it being cricket based. For me, it's just going to be a little bit of a spin-off I'm going to do along the way alongside my Collingwood stuff. If that Collingwood list wasn't silly enough, I'm also going to throw in the Australian Test cricketers. Now this will mainly be a summer series sprinkled into the mix. I'll probably drop a few here and there during the year as well just to keep it going, but yeah. Thought I'd kick it off now just to break the duck. Pardon the pun. Cheers, everybody.
It's a short ball. Bransby moves back and falls scarcely past square leg. So this is cricket. Victory to the Australians by 8 wickets.
He's got him! Got him! Down! He's got two! Beautifully caught!
He's done it.
That is an excellent 100.
The last ball, can you believe that?
Charles Bannerman, cap number 1. Charles was born on the 3rd of July, 1851, in Kent, England, before the family moved to Australia when he was young. A right-handed batsman, he represented New South Wales before the start of Test cricket. Charles has 3 important claims to fame. He faced the first ball ever bowled in Test cricket, he scored the first run in Test cricket, and making the first Test century in that same innings, eventually having to retire hurt after having his finger broken. Such an achievement the innings was that the crowd at the MCG raised £84 to give to him as thanks. Charles would only go on to play 2 more Tests. Unfortunately, he could not cope with his celebrity status after the rise to stardom and fell into alcohol and gambling addictions for the remainder of his first-class career. However, he would seemingly clean up his life and return in 1887 as an umpire, officiating 12 Test matches in Australia. Another random fact to finish was in the 1922-23 season, the first ever radio broadcast of a cricket match anywhere in the world was a match played as a benefit for Charles, from which he received £490. Charles would pass on the 20th of August 1930, aged 79, in Surrey Hills, Sydney. His funeral was attended by many prominent cricketers and sporting figures. A floral tribute was arranged in the shape of a cricket bat. He was buried at the Randwick General Cemetery. Cap number 2, Jack Blackham. John McCarthy Blackham, nicknamed Blackjack, was born on the 11th of May in 1854, Fitzroy North, Victoria. The specialist wicketkeeper also holds the honour of being part of that very first Test match at the MCG. The bank clerk by day and product of Victorian first-class cricket is said to be the first wicketkeeper to ever stand up to the stumps against a quick. Also notable is that he made the very first stumping dismissal at Test level. Another notable honour is he captained Australia for 8 Test matches, and he was one of the first 10 cricketers included into the Australian Cricket Hall of Fame. Outside of cricket, Jack also played VFA for Fitzroy in the 1880s, being described as one of their best footballers. A lifelong bachelor, he died in Melbourne on the 28th of December 1932, with his funeral proceedings from St Paul's Cathedral till the Melbourne crematorium the next morning. Cap number 3, Bransby Cooper. Bransby Beecham Cooper, born on the 15th of March 1844 in Dhaka, British India, is our cap number 3. A batsman and a product of the Old English established class, he would move to Australia in 1871 in his late 20s and continue a first-class career for Victoria. He was expected to be the captain of that very first Test match. However, on the eve of the Test, the team voted in favour of another man we'll discuss soon enough. Bransby would only play that one Test, scoring 15 and 3. He also holds the weird stat of debuting on his birthday. His batting technique was said to be extremely attractive to watch. However, for all the class, he rarely put up big scores in his Australian first-class career. After cricket, he would settle in the Victorian coastal town of Queenscliff and pass away 70 on the 7th of August 1914. He is buried in the Geelong Eastern Cemetery. Tom Garrett. Thomas William Garrett, born on the 26th of July 1858 in Wollongong in the colony of New South Wales, is our cap number 4. Standing 6 foot tall, he was a bowling all-rounder, considered to be fast-medium by today's standard. He still to this day holds the record for the youngest Australian debutant against the English, starting at 18 and 232 days old. Although his Test stats never matched his first-class feats, he was still able to eke out a respectable 19 Test career, and by all accounts, take some fantastic catches during his time at the top. A little nugget about Tom is that he's the great-grandfather of Midnight Oil's Peter Garrett. The solicitor by profession would pass away on the 6th of August 1963, aged 85 in Sydney. Thanks for joining me for the first in the series of our Australian Test cricketers. See you next time.